welcome back guys to the YouTube channel of Gururo, and for today's video we're going to talk about how to write a best SOP for your MBA admission interview. If you're also worried about writing your SOP, then this video is going to help you so much. A statement of purpose is a professional medium through which you can extensively showcase and highlight your qualifications, achievements, as well as your future motives, goals, and your vision. As the game suggests, a statement of purpose or an SOP harps upon a purpose of a student towards pursuing a particular domain or research or an academic field, and thus proving themselves to be worthy of a seat when they have to apply to a certain institute or university. As it is often pointed out, a well-written statement of purpose is extremely critical to an MBA admission. Needless to say that there are many aspects of a candidate's application that are inspected before finalizing a decision, while the academic record and other scorecards are essentially objective in nature. The SOP is only true subjective aspect of your application. It is simply put that this is the only documentation in your application that gives you opportunity to prove that you have something unique that makes you stand out of the crowd. As such, it is a document of your application docket that can hugely determine your admission. There are many elements to a statement of purpose or an SOP, as it is famously referred to. The B schools could ask questions based on simply essays, present their statement of purpose. Until and unless categorically asked, an SOP must include your goals, your path you have taken up so far, as well as your academic progress. Other elements that are further important to SOP are also personal motivations that have led to choose this institute or course you have applied to, and as well as how you intend to use this experience to achieve this goal. Here are a few guidelines that you must note before you frame your SOP for applying in an MBA interview. Number 1. Be unique. The statement of purpose are intrinsically very conventional. Students tend to frame them in a very typical, cliched format. Your SOP comprises of information, assets, qualities, and liabilities about you that set you apart from others, and how they reflect your academic performance and professionalism. In addition, always make your SOP an interest and unique read by embellishing it with your future career goals and aspirations. Present your place and your ideas well, and project your language and organizational skills through your statements. Number 2 is highlight of your academic qualification and their impacts on you. Highlight your academic qualifications. Naming or listing your educational qualification does not convey much to the evaluation. There are hundreds of students competing for the seat in the institute who possess the similar qualification as you. Mentioning your academic qualification is undoubtedly mandatory. However, you must lay emphasis on the way these degrees and courses have molded you and transformed you, and the strengths that they have inculcated in you. Put forth your strengths in an elegant and subtle manner via your qualifications, brief anecdotes, and other relevant information such as your work experiences. Number 3 is link your past and your future. As you have already elucidated your strengths and core values, elaborate on how you intend to implement them in your academic purpose in terms of management, respect of deadline, diligence, perseverance, sincerity. Consequently, academic excellence would lead to professional excellence. Link your achievements to what you aim to achieve through the medium of MBA course. Furthermore, justify your various strengths and skills that you have developed through the education in the previous work experience that you have placed as an able, competent professional. Number 4 is make it personalized. The statement of purpose is a declaration of your personal purpose or objective of getting enrolled in this institution. Convert your SOP unique selling point and answer these questions. Why MBA? Why this particular institute? Why do you see yourself as a prospective student in this institute? What can you give to this institute? Do not copy or paste your SOPs from the internet or your peers. Such SOPs are easy to identify and inevitably create a negative impression on the evaluator. The more customized and personalized your statement will be, the stronger and the more credible it gets. Maintain a professional yet individual tone, avoiding boasting and making it sound all about you. Duplication, plagiarism, redundancy, and digression is not allowed. Number 5 is to be organized. Most SOPs are judged on the basis of organization, maintaining a certain chronology and steady systematic approach. When your SOP portrays a strategical plan and orientation, declared it. It speaks volumes about your focus and the ability to classify priorities. Build a valid connections as you glide from one point to another. Chaos in SOP depicts chaos in your thought process, also in your way of functioning. Hence, it is not just what you write carries significance, but also how you write it. The organization is thus key to a good statement of purpose. Frame and tactfully amalgamate your proficiency, qualification, objectives, intentions, future aspirations, career goals, strengths, and your unique selling point into an attractive, ideal statement of purpose, which would in turn be your ticket to the best MBA schools. Gururo provides one-stop destination to transform your career through higher education and executive programs. Gururo provides undergraduate and post-graduation courses at fractional cost. So, if you want to advance in your career, consider booking a free consultation at the link in the description. Thank you for watching, guys. Do hit the subscribe button for receiving more and more educational content like this. For any further queries, visit www.gururo.com for all your inquiries. Happy learning, guys, and see you in the next video.